47 reasons why you don't just allow anyone in your house. Watch this.
This is reason number 1 as to why you should always be very careful when inviting anyone into your home, even family. So for those of you guys who follow me on here, you already know that my father and I don't have the best relationship. Recently, I found out that he had a baby, so I reached out. We ended up reuniting. I met the baby and decided to invite them over to my house for dinner. Mind you, my home is extremely protected. So if anybody comes in with any type of negativity around them, they're not gonna feel well. So he comes over. The minute he walks in, he starts to become ill. He said he felt like he was gonna faint, like he didn't know what was going on. They ended up cutting their visit short and practically rushed out of the door. I didn't think much of it and just decided to go on with my day. The next day, which was on Sunday, I woke up in the worst possible mood. I couldn't understand why I was in such a bad mood. I had absolutely no reason to feel so angry, but something was just really bothering me. I decided to take the kids to go watch the new Spider-Man to kind of get my mind off of it. Once I left the house, I realized that I no longer felt like that anger. Like it was gone and I felt fine. But the minute we went back home, I started to feel angry again. Decided to ignore it. I don't know why I keep ignoring things. Decided to ignore it, went about my day. That Monday I wake up, when I go downstairs, I notice that the house is dark. Like there's this darkness around the house. My house is extremely light. My shades are always open. I don't like darkness. But again, busy with work, I kind of just get ready and go about my day. When I get home later on that day, the house has this weird like rotting smell. My kids can't smell it, but I can smell it and it's bothering me. So I go around cleaning the house. I'm like bleaching, I'm scrubbing, I'm mopping. I'm like, where's that smell coming from? I even like deep clean the trash can, like in the inside, thinking maybe something spilled in there. I couldn't get the smell from like out of my nose. That night I go to bed and I end up waking up at exactly 3 a.m. So I'm like, fun, this is fun. I'm like getting chills even thinking about it. My mouth is so freaking dry. I go downstairs to get something to drink. When I go downstairs, I notice that the basement door is open. I never leave that door open. So I shut it, grabbed the water, and went back to my room. The minute I lay down, I'm paralyzed. This thing paralyzes me, and it shows itself. I'm like fighting back again. I'm not afraid of any of this stuff because I've been dealing with this stuff my whole life. So I'm pretty much laughing at it, telling it that it has no power and needs to leave. I start to pray, and it's continuing to like hold me down. At one point, I'm able to break free and I like overpower this thing. I have one of those Stanley cups, the dupe, not the real one. I'm not spending $40 on a cup. Next to my nightstand, and I started to hit it in the head with it. Once I did this, it went away. I say my prayers and go to sleep. I wake up at about 6 a.m. and decide to go downstairs to get my coffee. When I go downstairs into the kitchen, I hear what sounds like something like fumbling in the basement, like something's falling over in the basement. And then I look and realize that the basement door is open.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. I just hope that you're doing fine wherever you are today. This is a presenter, Jindex Stories, and if you're watching this video for the first time, I hope you're doing fine wherever you are. Now, I'm a victim of being a good friend. I've been a good friend to people, and I had a friend called Dan who betrayed me. He betrayed me and he stole from me, right? And before that, people kept telling me, bro, guard your energy. Don't just let anybody in your house. You need to like really know the good intention of people that you want to let in your house. And as a good friend, as always, I usually dismiss what they tell me. I came to learn the hard lesson. I came to really learn because most of my friends, I don't go to their places. But I'm noticing that in my house, like people are free. People can come anytime. Hey, Eugene, are you in your house? Yeah, I'm in my house. Come. But for them, I've never thought of even going to their house, right? And they don't even bring conversation that, you know, you can come to my place or something. You can come know my house or something. They don't. I'm realizing that people are trying to guard their energy, and it's not their fault. It is me, like a person who learned late about this, and man, I was betrayed by a person who I call a friend. So I think that this video is important to what they're trying to explain to you. And the reason as to why I'm sharing this video is because it resonates with me as a person who have become a victim. And also for some spiritual reasons, you need to know that it's important to guard your energy by not just allowing everyone in your house. You need to know the people you're dealing with. You need to know the type of friends that you're having. and ask yourself why they wanna come in your house, right? So I want us to watch this video. I'll be back and I'll be giving you my story of betrayal. Stick around if you wanna hear it. If you feel like resonating with this video, you can like, subscribe. You can also support me on my Cash App account. It's on my bio. I opt you in my video. Let's jump right into it and talk about it.
A little bit of advice, bro. Stop letting people come over your house. How the fuck is you gonna grow spiritually and protect your energy if you continue to allow people in spaces that's supposed to be private to you? Y'all got motherfuckers coming over y'all crib, sitting on y'all couch, breathing up y'all air, walking around with their shoes off and some more shit, and then y'all wonder why the vibe is off. Anytime you walk into your crib and the vibe is off, you should automatically know to check yourself because you set the precedent in your fucking house. Stop letting people come over your house. Y'all can meet up anywhere, but your space is supposed to be your space. Protect your energy, bro. It's simple.
Hey y'all, just wanted to come on here. I was watching this video the other day, and there was this man and he was talking about how you can't just let anybody in your house, and it doesn't matter who they are, right? Some people's intentions are just not good towards you, okay? That's just the reality. Not everybody likes you like you think they do. I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to be very leery about who she allowed to come over our house. And as I got older and learned more about spiritual warfare and, the fact that there are people out there who are casting spells and who are, in covens and are witches and warlocks, one of the things that you need to realize is that, people will disguise themselves. There'll be wolves in sheep's clothing. They'll disguise themselves as a sheep, as a believer, just to get around you, to be in your company, only to try to get you to believe that they are someone that you can trust. And then you let them in your home, and then they go and plant negative spells or whatever in your house, someplace where you may not naturally want to go look, like behind a toilet or in the toilet tank area, or they'll ask to use your restroom and hide it in your medicine cabinet, some type of spell they wrote on a piece of paper where you may not find it right away, right? Because we don't think to look in those places or to dig behind certain things, right? So I want to encourage you today to be, number one, very wise about who you allow in your home. Just like with Dracula, right? And everybody knows that he can't do anything to you when you're in your home, in the threshold of your home, unless you invite him in, right? So that's the thing, even with demonic spirits and people who carry demonic spirits and people who work in the witchcraft and things like that. And when you invite them into your home, you're kind of opening your house to demonic activity. You're opening your home to like whatever spirit they may have on them. They may come and drop that spirit in your house, and then you're wondering why your house is chaotic, or you're having trouble with, your kids, or trouble with your marriage, or trouble with things going on in your home. Even for those of you that work at home, all of a sudden things at work are going crazy because somebody came to your house who had a destructive demonic spirit on them, and they left it there, right? They may not be operating in witchcraft, but they left that spirit in your house. So I encourage you, there's things that you can do to get rid of them. Like I learned, not only to war in the spirit to get rid of those demonic spirits that may be dwelling in your home that you didn't bring in your home, but someone else that you invited into your home brought in there. But another thing is cleaning your home with ammonia. That's another thing you can do to kind of cleanse your house and get rid of those demonic spirits that decided they wanted to come and visit you. And this is something that you may have to go and do multiple times, not just one time. Okay. So I'm just giving y'all some insight. Make sure that you have your armor, your full armor on daily, and make sure that you are covered in the spirit, in the blood of Jesus. And make sure that you are covering your home and being very wise about who you allow into the threshold of your home. Okay. I just wanted to share that. I totally forgot the guy's name, but I am going to add him in my comments. So y'all can go and watch his video, because he was very specific about certain things and gave his testimony about what happened and why, how he learned to not allow people in your home. But it brought me back to remembrance in regard to like how my mom was very selective about who she let in her house, and she still is to this day. And I actually carried over that aspect into my own adult life. I don't let everybody in my home. And if I do feel something off in my house, if I do let someone come to my house and something feels off, I immediately, go and use ammonia and a little bit of dial soap and some hot water and like clean any area that the person may have, any surface that person may have been around or been on or touched in the doorpost, right? Just want to encourage you, okay? Be wise, okay, about who you let into your home. I almost dropped my phone. See, the devil didn't want y'all to get this message about who you let into your home. Okay. I love y'all. Now be safe, be wise. Make it a great day on purpose. And don't you go going and messing up nobody's day, but hopefully this helps you out. All right. Love y'all. Bye.
You can't let everybody move in your house, especially when you're married and you got kids. You really don't have enough room for them. But some of y'all try to be nice. And them same people mess up your life. They be looking at your wife, looking at your husband. That's why you have to be careful what you wearing around certain people. You got to make sure that person is trying to have something for themselves. They can't stay with you forever. You be trying to be nice, but you got to watch people. They get too comfortable around you. And when you look up, it been 6 months. They ain't save no money. They ain't trying to get no car. They ain't trying to find nowhere to go. And dealing with people like that, they cause confusion in your marriage and your relationship. Because if it's your best friend, I don't want to disrespect your friend, but your friend got to do something for themselves. Because I'm not going to sit around and take care of somebody grown. That's why, as a couple, you got to make decisions. Yes or no. You ain't got to do it if you don't want to. But it ain't good having certain people in your house. And people like that, you can't be at home by yourself with them folks. Because anybody can say anything. Somebody can say you're sleeping with them. Or they'll try to mess up your marriage so they can have you. That's why it's good to have an understanding in your home.
You got to be very careful who you live with. Okay? Without you knowing, you could be living with someone that has accrued a lot of bad karma, and you are being affected simply because it's hitting them where they're at, which is that property. And you're in there and you have, say it's a spouse, you have an obligation, and now you got to pay for that karma. For example, your fucking fridge breaks out of the blue. You got to pay for the repair guy. It's coming out of your pocket to pay for it. But it's really happening because of her. And I'm going to tell you, you might think that's a little... To my spiritual people, they understand. But to those who don't, let me explain it, okay? I was living with someone up until October of last year, 2021. And I kid you not, shit was going wrong so fucking much. It was like a domino effect where every day fucking a few dominoes fell. In a span of a year, the dishwasher would break 2 to 4 times. Same with the refrigerator. Same with the fucking washer and dryer. Bro, pipes would burst. Sewer water would come up. Like, ridiculous shit, bro. Like, unbelievable. Fence would topple over. Like, dude, I knew it wasn't me. Because, like, I changed a lot since I was a kid. Like, I learned all my lessons. I know what's wrong and what's right. And the shit I paid for, the bad karma, I learned my lessons. And I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Like, I just move in a straight and narrow path, all right? And it was true because when I got my place, my own place, I've been there now for about 13 months. And in the span of 13 months, I've only had one issue. One issue only. A light bulb went out. That's it. One issue. I'm telling you, if it was in the other place with the other person, every appliance would have broken 2 to 3 times, 4 times possibly, in that span. So be careful who you live with, and be careful who you let into your house. Don't just let anyone in your house. You got to vet them outside of your house, make sure they're matching your energy, make sure they're a clean soul, and then allow them in. Don't let jealous people in. Don't let people who downplay your victories in. That's your sanctuary.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I just hope that you're doing fine wherever you are today. Yep, it's a hard lesson that sometimes we learn as people, as human beings, but it has to happen that way so that you get to learn. And I learned my lesson. Somebody who I trusted, somebody who I call friend, stole from me, and he came to visit me. He's my friend. He's called Dan, and he told me like, bro, it's on a weekend. I'm bored in my place, and I wanna come chill with you, right? And I said, okay, you can come chill with me. And during that time, he came to my place, asked me some questions. Little did I know that this guy is learning about the privacy of my phone and everything. Man, this guy stole from me. He stole from me. He stole from me. And this also means that most of the time, even if you're allowing people in your house, you just don't tell them everything about you. And me, as a happy person, because I take them as a friend, I'll tell them, I bought this, I'm having this, I'm doing this. Like, you happy because this is your friend. This is a person that you trust with everything which is going around your life. And you want to share with them, and it's not like you're trying to not let them know what's happening, but you're trying to tell them what's really happening. And like, because most of us, I don't get outside the house most of the time. So if a friend comes visits you, you are happy. You can tell them what you've been working on. Maybe you've been going to the gym. Maybe you've been trying to do some projects for yourself, and they come to you and you want to tell them. So I was a victim of telling them that, I'm having A, B, C, D, and man, this guy stole from me. This dude stole from me. He stole from me because I allowed him. Funny enough is that I've never, ever seen even the way the door that he lives looks like. This means that I'm that type of person that will invite people in their houses, but I've never even seen how the color of their door looks like. That's how crazy it is. And I learned that people are trying to be private with their life, while me as a person, I'm trying to be open to people. Like, you could come to my house anytime. The amount of money that he stole from me, I'm still recovering until today. Like, it was a lot of money, right? So I learned my lessons, and I hope everybody can still learn that it's always important to guard your energy. Leaving alone just the physical world, like anything that a person can see or steal from you. Some people can steal from you, some things like spiritually. I know that. And, it's true. So I learned my lessons, and it's important what these brothers and sisters are sharing in this video. We have some people with bad spirits that when they come to your place, your things starts going wrong, right? Maybe you can fall sick. I know some people can say it's superstition, but it happens. Some people have this negative energy that when they visit you, that's when things starts going wrong. Some people also have good energy. When they come visit you, things go well. Everything is just cool. Everything is just fine. So, but you got to realize that this is not with everybody. And this also explains why some people will not allow you to visit them, especially when they have small children, when they have small kids, because they might be vulnerable to have any person with a bad spirit, right? So they're trying to protect this child. They're trying to protect the energy, something which is in the house, that I believe that it's important. And I know if you're watching this video, probably this video, you've been recommended this video because in one or two ways, you've experienced this. This is something that has happened to you in your life. And, I'm not superstitious because I'm that type of person that say, you know what, they're my friends, they can come to my place, right? And I didn't learn my lessons. And right now I'm speaking to you, I've learned my lessons. And I know that there are some things that if you do really have consequences in your life. So choose people wisely that comes to your place. Yep. and the people who are coming to your place are the people you can also go to their place. That's another thing that I learned, because I get to know that most of people in my circle have never even I don't know the color of their doors, but they have all visited my house. This means that I'm the only person who is open to people. And yeah, I learned my hard lessons. And it's important that sometimes life forces us to learn, because maybe something worse could have happened to me, or maybe I could have gotten killed or something. But you understand what I'm saying? So guard your energy, kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, just ensure that you're safe. Don't need to tell anybody anything. Let them just see results, right? So these are presenter Jintic Stories, and if you're watching this video for the first time, I'll most definitely appreciate you. Let's see each other in my next video. I hope you are all fine. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.